Hey, it's Toby. I'm back. Sean's not here. He's busy. He will be back. I talk about it more, but I've got a lot of music to get to. It's been 4 weeks and I got way behind. So, dang. I'm going to start with this. All right, I went to New York. That's part of the reason we haven't done the show in a bit. And one of the shows I saw was Paul Collins at the Parkside in the East Village. And it was a record release on the Friday night there for Paul Collins' new album, Stand Back and Take a Good Look. He says, Toby, yeah, I got him to sign it. He was very nice, very personable. It was an awesome show. This album's a lot of fun. His skills as a songwriter are sharp. I mean, damn. I'd say as sharp as ever, but pretty damn close, you know? Let me see. So, Stand Back and Take a Good Look. If you've been listening to the Little Steven's Underground Garage was the coolest song of the week or whatever, and so they were playing a lot, and it's cool. They could just play any song on this album a lot, and because it would fit right in. And it's all very well written. It's produced by Jim Diamond and on Gem Records. I like the title track, I'm the Only One for You. Basically the first 5 songs are all bangers. He gets real mellow after that. The song Liverpool is a bit of an earworm. It's kind of I don't want to dwell on that one, but your friends will be making fun of that one when you hear it. But it's a well-written song, and I understand. Like, he went to Liverpool, and he loves the Beatles, and he was like so stoked about going to all the sites that he had to write a song about it, and it's like a postcard from his vacation, and I totally get it. Let's see. And there's another mellower one there, but it's a very good record. His show was good. He pretty much played this whole thing, and then he played like 6 songs at the end. Walking Out on Love. It was really great. Paul Myra Del Ran opened the show. Or there was another band that I missed first, and she had a good band with Bob from the Insomniacs playing guitar, and it was totally fun, and I had a good time. It was a pretty older rock crowd in New York. I was glad I knew a few people, but I did kind of feel like a spring chicken there. So anyway, I'm gonna be moving on. That was a good record. I also got to go to TVI, Jonathan Tobin's club, and that place is pretty dope. Let's see, the next thing I'm going to talk about, I got to get around this one, is a record that I haven't taken out of the wrapping yet, because I can't listen to it. Everything I listen to on this is just irritating as shit to me. It sounds like these guys are trying to make their Joshua Tree or whatever. So anyway, but making lemonade out of lemons. Darlene, who, if you watch the show, you might have seen my daughter on here. She wrote a review of it for the New York Times student magazine, and she pretty much summed up my thoughts. So I'm going to read Darlene's review of Tank, the new album from Idols. On their 5th LP, Idols mixes up their sound, losing the spirit in the process. That's the byline. On Tank, established post-punk band Idols has forgone their angry, unrestrained sound in favor of experimentation, incorporating new instruments, new producers, and a decidedly pop spirit. Tank does the impossible, taking nearly all of the personality out of one of the most personality-driven bands of the last decade. Gone is the wiry, incisive guitar that cuts through Idol's most signature songs. On Tank, it's traded for more varied but much flatter instrumentation, saxophone lines that feel cut and pasted, dull, lifeless drums, cloying piano helmed by producers Kenny Beats and Nigel Godrich of Radiohead fame. Tank feels identityless. This is clearest on lead single Dancer, an upbeat tune featuring vocals from James Murphy and Nancy Wang of LCD Sound System. It is precisely at that moment that Murphy and Wang's vocals kick in that this song loses its feet and the band seems to disconnect from itself. The song becomes painfully overblown, losing any sense of direction it had. Tank employs the positive lyrical bent of 2018's Joy as an Act of Resistance without its ferocity, with all of the wind knocked out. The songs on Joy were more focused, pointed, and funny. Tank is vague and muddled, where the band's adoption of a more varied, occasionally somber sound on 2021's Crawler felt pointed, matched to the time. Here it feels like nothing but deflation. The variation that Idols have adopted here seems to work against them, creating something homogeneous and dull. For a band that built its sound on confrontation, they take very few swings. Pretty good so far, huh? Jeez. Idol's political bent seems to be at an all-time weakest, with the vague idea of love working as the album's central thread. Love is the thing, singer Joe Talbot declares over and over without offering up much to conjure that feeling or expand on it. In putting their political inclinations on the back burner, Idols has joined many of their peers in eschewing their punk sensibilities, most notably Sleaford Mod's Jason Williamson, ending a show early after a fan threw a Palestinian flag on stage late last year. There are certainly moments of triumph on this album. The storming guitar on Gift Horse, the twangy pre-chorus of Roy, Talbot's restrained vocals on A Gospel. The strongest moment of the album comes on Grace, a downbeat, stormy meditation on piety. Here the band presents something other than self-assured over-optimism, letting a moment of vulnerability act as the capsule for the album's thesis, Love is the Thing. It feels poignant, though, that the music video for this song is an AI reinterpretation of the video for Coldplay's Yellow. Though Idols isn't quite in milquetoast Coldplay territory yet, some of these songs sound closer to it than Idols' brutalism. As Yardak prepares to release a decidedly pop album, Fontaine's DC sees a moment of TikTok fame, and Black Country New Road continues to tour their newfound twee-pop sound. It feels like the curtains are closing on the wave of British post-punk or post-rock or post-Brexit new wave that emerged in the late 2010s. It seems impossible that a moment found on Scrappiness could sustain itself much longer. Still, it's hard to see something so exciting go out with such a whimper. Grade B-. Wow, that's some good writing. I've never used like a semicolon ever, I don't think. There were a few in there, take my word for it. But, yeah, man, that album sucks. No, it just feels like, I mean, all the references they named are people I don't listen to, like Radiohead and LCD Sound System, who, by the way, put on one of the worst shows I've ever seen was well, you can watch it. It was their ACL taping that I got taken to. It was, free. And oh boy, what a bad gig. Okay, so yeah, so I'm slagging that one. And what else do I have to say about it? Yeah, this is where I lost interest in Idols, but I doubt they're coming back. I bet they'll be as big as ever. And, that not coming back to me is what I meant. Okay, so I'm moving on. This record, I ordered the Losin Streak's Last House on Slovenly Records, Pete Manchetti's Slovenly Records. We've got the Losin Streaks from Sacramento, California. They are a very surfy, guitar-driven freak beat band, early 60s sounds. A lot of songs are straight up surf with some killer guitar playing. And then some of the songs have some vocals that are in a retro style. Maybe I was trying to think what it reminded me of, and I was thinking of like Sir Douglas Quintet kind of singing, and it's awesome. Let me see. I'll play a second of it because I can do that, I think, without getting cut off. Can I play much more than that? So anyway, you get the gist on that. It's very well produced. It's produced by Tim Green from fucking Champs and Nation of Ulysses. We got Tim Foster, Stan Tyndall, Mike Farrell, and Brian Machado. Now, this is their third album. The first one came out in 2004, and then they broke up, and then they got back together and put out one in 2018, and now they're back again. And I'll go pick up their other records. I'm digging this one quite a bit. It's got a good, it's like, for me, it's like just really easy listening kind of stuff, you know. I mean, it's impressive musicianship. It's easy listening for me because it's surfy and fun, and it just goes down easy. And it's kind of cool for me to see the stuff still going strong in Sacramento, because I always enjoyed playing there. They had a really cool scene that was very supportive of the bands, and they had really cool bands like well, back then, Los Huevos and Nar and the Bananas, who I believe are still around, and who else we played with, the Pretty Girls, but the record this made me think of is this. I used to listen to the Tiki Men a lot, and they were a surf group, and I think this album came out in '96 called 12 Dusty Diamonds. So this is obviously a copy of the cover. I've got this record somewhere. I need to find it, but yeah, I give it a shot. The Losing Streaks, Last House. It's a cool looking cover too. All right, so moving on up, there's this band from Philly called False Tracks, and the album's called Hymn for Terror. And man, I guess I could put on a second of that, but this is a good record. If this reminds me of anything, it's like got a twangy, jangly sound, and the record I'm not saying it sounds just like it, but the record I kept wanting to listen to is Everywhere at Once by the Plimsolls. Is because it's got that, I kept thinking on some of these songs, it's like the Plimsolls playing that club on Valley Girl, you know, in LA. It's got a cool, like, new wavy retro jangly birds feel. And anyway, so Hymn for Terror, that sounds like a really, like, a scary title, like more metal or something, but it's not. It's got some cool stuff on here. Let me put this over here. It's not all like the twangy genre sound I was talking about before. They've got some other it's kind of like a jumping off point for other stuff. And at one point, I guess one of my favorite songs is this one, Dandelion, and I'll let you decide, but it gets almost like mid-year Ultravox territory, you know, on this one. So it's like echoey and I don't know, and twangy. I don't know, I'm kind of digging it. The opening cut is kind of more representative of how the rest of it sounds. Man, the bass player has backups that sound just like Mick Jones from The Clash. He'll come in a sec. Anyway, it's a pretty cool record. I've been playing this one a lot. I think there's like 100 copies. These guys are from Philly. Maybe not so much there. Anyway, so I think they made like 100, and what I read is there's like 6 left. So this False Tracks from Philly, pretty good record. I've been digging it. Jaime Gucas, sorry Mike Hamill, Greg Pavlikak, and Jamie Wilson. Anyway, try to get your hands on this one. I don't know how many copies there are. I mean, I told you, it said 6, but, you know, that doesn't make me the authority. That's just what it said on their Bandcamp this morning, which is March 4th at 8:30 in the morning. It's on Strange Mono Records, which is a label, I think, from Philly that gives the proceeds to a charity of the band's choice. And these guys chose something that supports proceeds of the sales of this album through Strange Mono are being donated to Homies Helping Homies, a mutual aid organization provided food and necessities to the underserved community of Point Breeze neighborhood in Philadelphia. All right, so it's a good cause too, and a dope record. I really kind of dig it. So I know I'll be listening to that one more. So let me see. Now I'm working to it. Okay. God. Okay, this is great. Fucking Sex Max 23. These guys are super hyped right now, and it's on orange vinyl, and it matches my Cramp shirt that I'm wearing. And so this came out. It's called 23. It technically came out the end of 23, but people seem to be just getting their hands on it around here. It's on Alien Snatch Records from Germany. Here's the band. You might have heard them already. They've got a really cool sound. Here's a tape I just ordered that's even newer called Cold Not Cute. And it's got 4 more songs that are pretty great. So between these two, let's see, we've got Becky Moore, Nicholas Devora, Clark Gray, and Matthew Cauliflower. It looks like these two are our main guys here. Clark being the singing drummer, and don't we have a keyboard player who I believe is him? Anyway, really, really, really catchy songs. If you like the Spitz or Supercharger, they've got cool keyboards going on. It started as more of a synth thing, but they've added guitars, and they're all holding guitars here. That's more guitars than they have, but it's good. If I had to pick a favorite song on this, I'm gonna pick Bloody Lip. I also like Sadie a lot, but the truth is that I like the whole thing, and I'm really excited to play with them. Yardwork is opening a show. These guys we're not opening it, we're playing like, it's a big bill. It's March 10th at Textune Garage, and these guys are playing 3 times during South by Southwest, and you should definitely check it out because I think they're super promising, and they write a lot of catchy tunes, and I think a lot of people dig them already, obviously, and more people hear them, the better things we'll get for them. And here we go. So, oh yeah, I got one more new thing and one more old thing. So I'm really playing catch up because it's been 4 weeks, and so I kept waiting, and I decided to go ahead with it because I was listening to so much music. I was like, well, I'm just getting behind. Anyway, so this single is called Grazia. It's on Feel It Records, who are on a real roll right now. This is a female duo from London, and it's like trashy garage pop music that I really enjoy. And if you like stuff like Holly Golightly or April March, then you might give this a shot. You might give it a shot anyway, just because it's good pop music. It's got 4 songs that are all pretty concise. Most people seem to like In Poor Taste and Speed Freak, but my favorite song on this is Thistle. So anyway, so you might give that a shot. Grazia. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm putting it on. Let's see. In Poor Taste, Side B, Thistle. This song is pretty great. Give you a taste of what this sounds like. Good bass playing, huh? I'm not sure who plays what. There's two of them, but there's obviously more than two people playing, right? Oh no, this is not thistle. This is in Portes. Anyway. Pretty good stuff, huh? So I didn't even get to the chorus, but yeah, this single, Grazia, from London, the duo. So, love that one. I've been listening to that one a lot. And the last thing I'm going to talk about, I was over at End of an Ear, and they had a new release on the rack. And I usually don't pick up these deluxe box sets, but my favorite Neil Young album is Zuma. I like the Crazy Horse stuff the best. And this obviously the same cover as Zuma, but it's called Doom, I don't know, D-U-M-E. Anyway, and my second favorite Neil Young record is Rust Never Sleeps. So this is the complete sessions for 76, made in 75, but released in 76, Zuma, right? And it turns out that all the songs from the acoustic side of Rust Never Sleeps were originally recorded electric for Zuma, but left off the record. I mean, so anyway, it's incredible quality. This is a great double album. This is actually my new favorite Neil Young album. And the highlight for me is at the beginning, the electric version of Ride My Llama. Wait, he calls it a llama because he's Canadian, or maybe it just rhymes better. But awesome. Powderfinger. I mean, all the songs are already on Zuma. I mean, it's great. Yeah. So, a song called Hawaii that I didn't know. A song called Kansas. Anyway, I love Drive Back. That's like probably my favorite Neil Young song, but maybe now this electric version with the hand claps of Ride My Llama. Anyway, if you like Neil Young at all, check out this Doom. Anyway, it's pretty new, and it comes with a cool booklet. Anyway, so that's what I got for today. So I didn't mention enough. I'll probably do a whole other episode where I talk about Sex Mex, Cold Not Cute, because it's a cool tape, but I just got it. Anyway, so that was what I got to talk about today. Thanks for watching it till this 23-minute period. And I'm not going to play a jam for you, but I will be back sooner than later because, as I said, I've been listening to a lot of stuff. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.